In this tutorial, we will practice picture descriptions. In general, I would recommend practicing picture descriptions mainly through the iceberg or the practice plan. However, if you want to practice picture descriptions on a specific topic with specific keywords, then the area I will explain here is very suitable for that. If you do not know what a picture description is or how it is created, then watch the corresponding tutorial about it. It is important to know that there are two different types of picture descriptions. A picture description is mainly an image where the language helper marks specific areas and explains them. However, picture descriptions can also be images where nothing is marked, but the language helper simply tells something. For example, I can add multiple images of a book to a picture description, and the language helper simply tells the story of the book. During practice, for picture descriptions with markings, I have to tap on the correct areas, and for picture descriptions where nothing is marked, I simply have to listen to them and watch the pictures. We get to the picture descriptions by tapping on Exercises on the home screen, and then on the next screen on Picture Description. Here we see all picture descriptions that we have already created. At the top right, we again see the question mark. If we tap on it, the help text is displayed. I strongly recommend reading this text once. Further down, we see the search bar. There, we can enter keywords to filter specific picture descriptions. On the right, in the icon, we can define the sorting order. We can sort by name, success rate, days without practice, attempts, and creation date. On the far right, the icon shows the categories. A category is created when a keyword is used at least twice. This can help to get a better overview. For picture descriptions, we always see the keywords that were used in the picture descriptions and the image. If we long press on a picture description, we can edit or delete it. If I tap once on a picture description, it is selected, and then I can choose with the buttons at the bottom whether I want to listen to it or practice it. If I tap on Listen, then the picture description is displayed in large, and I can listen to it and at the same time see which markings were made. If the picture description has multiple images, I can swipe through these images. Also read the question mark at the top right in this screen, because there is the help text for this area. It is especially useful if you hold your phone in landscape mode, because then the image is displayed very large in full screen. At the bottom, you can pause or stop the playback, or you can jump forward and backward, or you can also slow down or speed up the playback speed. This is especially helpful if your language helper speaks a bit fast. Then you can reduce the speed and better understand what is being said. If we leave this screen again by tapping the X at the top left, then when we have selected a picture description again, we can now tap the button in the middle at the bottom called Practice to practice this picture description. If I tap on the button at the bottom right, then I can practice all picture descriptions that are currently displayed. The special thing is that the picture descriptions are sorted alphabetically. That means I can make sure that I name the keywords correctly while creating it. For example, for a book, I can enter keywords like Book 3, Page 2. Then the book pages will be queried one after another. Now I type in the search bar, Book 3. I see just the picture descriptions which have these keywords. Now we tap on this button, which will query all 3 picture descriptions one after another. Now we are in the practice screen. In this screen, there is again the question mark at the top right. Make sure to read it. If we practice a picture description here in this practice screen that has markings, then I hear the audio of the marking, and afterwards I have to tap on the correct area. If I want to hear the audio again, I can tap on the repeat arrow. Here, I can also play the audio slower or faster by tapping on the middle button. If I do not know the answer, I can simply tap on the light bulb. Then the solution is shown to me, but it is also counted as wrong. If I practice multiple picture descriptions, then I also see the gray bars at the top. They turn green when I answered correctly and red when I answered incorrectly. And if the picture description moved up one level in the iceberg after I answered it, the bar becomes golden. The second type of picture descriptions are those where the language helper makes a single long recording, for example from a book they are telling, and one or more images can be added to it. For such a picture description, during practice, I simply listen to the audio and can look at the images. Once the audio has been played, this picture description is counted as correct. Feel free to try everything out. You cannot do anything wrong. Or also watch the video about how the GPA Flashcards app works in practice. Then you might be able to imagine it even better. Enjoy trying it out and learning languages with the GPA Flashcards app.